The lawyer's office had an unsettling sterility about it, a cold detachment that felt at odds with the raw and chaotic emotions roiling inside Emily. She sat there, feeling as fragile as the faded photograph she held, an image of herself and David on their wedding day, beaming with the innocence and optimism of a future yet to be written. Now, that future was a patchwork of memories, some cherished, others seeping with betrayal. The revelation had come like a sudden storm, a secret so deeply buried it had taken David's passing to unearth it, an undisclosed savings account, hidden away from her and their children. What did it signify? Distrust? A life lived parallel to the one she thought they shared? Emily felt her heart constrict, not just from the betrayal of the secret but from the guilt that perhaps she had not known the man she had loved for over 4 decades. The confrontation with her children was no less painful. Michael, her eldest, had erupted in the lawyer's office. "So, what else were you hiding, Mom?" he had accused, his voice a mix of anger and hurt. The insinuation shocked her, cutting deeper than any legal drama over the inheritance could ever do. Her daughter, Claire, sat silently, tears brimming in her eyes, a look of quiet pleading written on her face. Emily tried to reach out, to explain, but words felt inadequate. Back home, Emily wandered into the sanctity of her bedroom, which still carried David's scent, an intoxicating mix of old paper and pine aftershave. She found herself going through old letters, some penned early in their marriage, others from the thick of it when kids consumed their lives, and responsibilities outweighed romance. In these letters, she sought a man she thought she knew completely, only to find someone full of contradictions and complexities she never noticed. Every sentence, every lovingly drawn heart, felt like a separate entity from the man who kept secrets. It was in the garden, amid the vibrant blooms that had always been David's pride and joy, that Emily found the first glimmers of peace. The roses stood as a testament to the beauty of something nurtured with care, even as seasons change and petals fall. As she knelt in the soft earth, her hands creating and tending, she felt the beginnings of a healing process, a quiet determination to nurture herself, much like these very flowers. Then came Jack, a kindred spirit she encountered at a local community gathering. It was a simple event, a bake sale for the neighborhood park, but something about Jack's gentle smile and soft-spoken nature drew her in. Jack, too, was navigating life after the loss of his partner, and in his story, Emily found reflections of her own struggles. Their conversations began hesitantly, each of them testing the waters for trust, but gradually they opened up about their fears, their dreams of a late-life restart. Their budding friendship was like a warm cup of tea on a chilly afternoon, comforting and revitalizing. Emily found herself laughing at Jack's stories and sharing her own, each anecdote a piece of the puzzle she was slowly assembling. It wasn't a fairy tale romance, nor did it try to be. It was companionship, understanding, and a shared willingness to see what life still had to offer. Emily reflected often, her mind a whirl of memories, regrets, and longings. She realized regret was like a shroud that could easily smother the potential for change if she allowed it. The betrayal she felt, while painful, had pushed her to reevaluate her life, her relationships, and her future. The late David was a chapter, perhaps a bittersweet one, but not the end of her story. As months passed, Emily embraced each day as an opportunity to redefine happiness on her own terms. Her children, too, began to see the strength in their mother's quiet resolve, gradually letting go of their own grievances, drawn back by the love that had always been their family's foundation. Ultimately, it wasn't just about surviving after the storm of betrayal but thriving. Emily learned to forgive, not just David for his secrecy, but herself for any perceived failings, and in doing so, she found freedom. Her life was now a beautiful tapestry of experiences, heartaches, and joys, interwoven with the promise of new beginnings, whether they came through friendships, rediscovered passions, or simply the quiet contentment of watching the roses in her garden bloom anew each spring.